Hey everybody, welcome back to another Face Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch some High Card. Last time on High Card was Heat Up, where Finn returns to the Sunfields orphanage for Lindsay's birthday. However, Lindsay privately tells Finn during the birthday party that the orphanage is slated to close in the spring. Finn tells Lindsay that he can save the orphanage with the money from his new job, but Lindsay is suspicious of how he earned so much money in so short time and turns him down. Suddenly, Bobby Ball appears at the party, looking for revenge at Finn. Lindsay gets the orphans out while Bobby Ball sets the building on fire, and Finn is forced to cover one of the boys while Bobby flings his powerful marbles at Finn. Finn gets the boy onto the roof with the orphans' help and manages to strike Bobby. Bobby reveals now that he has two X playing cards and uses X hand to combine the powers of the three of diamonds and three of spades, turning himself into a monster with extendable marble limbs that regenerates damage from Finn's bullets while mocking him for his family dying in a fire. Oh, damn,
Okay.
just reading that statement. Oh my.
I mean, I got
Bobby
more
is.
takeaways, but I want you to finish.
Alright. Bobby is suddenly struck by a small missile from out of nowhere that explodes his whole body. After the attack, Finn realizes the nightmares he had about being attacked by a Black Knight in the Flaming House were actually repressed memories, and wonders if Lindsay was in on the lie.
Now, one, this is apparently a world where your name influences the powers you get. Because this dude's name is Bobby Ball, right? So,
You are born with a name that implies that you will have a ball-based power.
so evidently I'm gonna be that Goop character from One Piece, who's like all goo and snot coming out of his nose and shit. I don't
You're
remember what your last name is in real life, but can you give me what it would be in power form?
It would be the power to transform into a bull,
Okay. Well, that's funny,
which
because
is it's like all right, that's at least a decent strength-based power I could imagine out of this name. But obviously it doesn't really go all that far.
I think obviously I beat you then. Lucky because I've the One Piece thing I can already lean back on that I've seen this power. Basically, I envelop you in goo and you're just trapped. And you
Yeah, no.
suffocate.
You want to do a power swap here? I'll take the goo, you take the bull.
Well, I'm just thinking, we have the other person in our group who literally will transform into Bowser. So, I think he beats you too.
Ah, dang it. Well, I'm just on the lower level here. At least I'm still better than the Moistener from, like, Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you're on the level of the Beast Pirates from Wano in One Piece. In
Mhm.
that you're just a guy who has a beast power.
I have all the powers of an animal, which technically still really good, just not as great as like an even bigger, better, more abstract superpower. Honestly,
Yeah.
laser beam eyes wins every day too.
Well,
But who?
I think more horribly is that the goo guy from One Piece literally just appears to be this giant guy. He's just like a real skinny guy, and he
Mhm,
has
mhm.
makes his goo into a larger dude. So you hit him in the right spot, you hit him for real.
That is hilarious and perfect. I love that actually. I don't watch One Piece, but One Piece clearly has some winners in there. So, so right now we are on the cusp of having a main plot. I think it's been kind of debatable about what it's going to be for like this as we're getting towards like the end of the half season kind of deal here, or whatever like the 12 episode batches are called again. What was that word?
We've been in character intro for a long time, and
Hmm.
there's still characters we haven't been introed to. So
Yeah, so I'm having trouble predicting what'll happen here. Given the last beat that just happened, my emphasis is to say we're going to be looking at Finn's backstory and what these knights are, and they're going to appear, and he's going to learn about this conspiracy, and then he's going to have a full target, and that's going to be the antagonist. And I'm just like, there's no way he gets to beating or confronting the person responsible for this in like 2, 3 episodes.
well, remember his family didn't actually die in a fire, despite what Bobby Ball says.
Oh, they're not actually. Okay. Good
Remember at
information
the
to know.
very
I
end
may
of
have
the
missed that.
very end of the episode, the sniper was his family member, or at least that's what was weighed in heavily.
That's going to be very interesting then. That could expedite things. So, I guess the question is, what are you looking forward to? What do you think?
First thought, I'm hoping this is not a 24 episode anime. Well, you're
I think we
going
were just getting the
into,
half season.
well, it's not a half season. It'd be a full season of 12 or 13, and not
Yeah, well, whatever the smaller batch is supposed to be called.
which is 12 or
Core.
13.
A
No,
core.
a core is how you divide up a seasonal or non-seasonal anime into an almost seasonal thing. So you would have a core of 12 and then a second core of 12, making up a single season. So,
Right.
right, but that's different. You're talking about a 12 episode season and not a 12 episode core. So a 12 episode core would denote a 24 episode season.
Okay. So that's thought number one. What's your thought number two there?
Well, I never said I had a thought number 2, but
You started off with a number one, so I'm like, you gotta follow it up now.
did I?
Yeah.
Did I say first thing? Did I say number 1 or did I say first thing?
Wind the recording back. But no, just
If I
you got
said
anything to follow that up with?
saying first thing is denoting what my first thought is. Not that I have more thoughts, but the first thing off my head. You know, the same way that somebody says, what are you thinking? Well, first thought I have is, right? So I guess my second thought is the definition of what first thought means.
There we go.
I guess possibly if I have a third thought. Man, Bobby Ball, man, what a guy. Mocking your family for dying in a fire.
Oh my gosh, yes. No, that is the most brutal thing I've heard in a moment. And we watched Made in Abyss together, so even they don't like give zingers out like that. So,
I mean,
I suppose
that's
then,
carbon level, really, right?
yeah,
Made you eat your parents.
yep. So, I guess fourth thing before we get started, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below, feed that algorithm. Top of all that, if you watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, it's all some early access stuff. You can check it out over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure. It's all support the channel, just a little bit extra. No, Bobby Ball, he was in an accident.
He was already in an accident.
So, Focus Girl, what's her deal?
Also, they have a statue of one of the knights there. Oh, is this gonna be his episode?
Their logic is pretty sound.
Oh, this asshole.
He's just the mid boss, that's all. That is the most efficient assassination technique I've seen ever.
Oh no,
She just smoothly slipped into the car and instantly did the job.
getting into the car made it not efficient.
True. Oh, we got a lot of new powers here. Let's see what we're gonna get. Earthbending, alright, good start.
Okay.
And Finn is just at home depressed. So, I guess as far as in media res goes, that was good, I think.
I mean, it was nothing. I don't. Okay, the capital has been attacked, and we know the mafia is responsible. And that's it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, the whole point is, like, last time we ended up on this conspiracy note, and if they were going to do a different opening, they'd start with what they ended with, which is Finn sitting alone, being depressed, thinking about things, and then spending, like, a whole minute on that. Instead, they went with in media res. Here's the next action beat. We're going to be doing something interesting today, flashing on screen.
I appreciate that you think the show writers were thinking, okay, now let's do something interesting.
You gotta keep the audience engaged. You can always be afraid that they're going to tune out if there's not something like very actiony constantly happening in front of them.
Right, but to suggest that they thought, now let's throw something interesting now, suggests that at other points during the writing process they're like, no interesting parts here.
Yeah. If I were an unconfident writer, I would immediately fall back on, I'm going to do action because nobody can argue with action existing. No one ever stops and says, I'd like there to be fewer lightsaber fights in Star Wars.
I really feel like unconfident is not the word.
3ヶ月後の戴冠式で次期国王にご即位予定だったディラン殿下はこのテロの渦中において誠に残念ながらご生
He is going to be having a closed casket funeral by the look of the car.
この不可解な状況に街中に厳重な警戒態勢が敷かれています。報道規制がかけられていますが目撃者
You can really tell by how that media, they just gave it all away.
徹夜石壁が襲ってきたとか証言が出てます。
俺たちが気にすることじゃない。
またそれですか？異常な力を持った人間による異常な犯罪がこの街で起きている。それを操作できないで何が警察ですか？
He's gotta get a car to get a superpower.
Which one?
Her. Our junior detective.
本当のことを知りたいんです。
知らなくていいこともある。
陛下の胸中お察しいたします。
セオドール、こたびの事件は
Get me, Alvin.
陛下のお考えの通り。
エクスプレイングカードが生み出す血と闘争。過去、フォーランドの
This guy has not aged well, by the
カ
way.
ードが心なき者の手に
You
渡
might
るたび
remember him from episode
幾度とな
1
く繰り返されてき
with
た。
blonde hair.
だからこそ
Yeah, I'm getting that Witch from Mercury vibes of like, is this the same person? He's so old.
人の身にあの力は不相応なのだ。少し疲れた。世は戻る。
Using the royal we, I see.
カードは決して表舞台に出してはならぬ。
ずいぶんしんみりしてるな。バン、なぜここに？お悔やみを申しにな。
Banned.
殊勝な心がけだな。そんなに俺の困った顔を拝みたいか。ああ、愛しかったぜ、セオドール。
There's no way they could see each other.
なぜディラン殿下はやめた？
He's
Yeah,
leaning
there's-
against the wall. This guy's standing in the crevice area. There's this giant hex pillar thing in the way. They're
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
They're both looking at a wall right now.
すべていずれお前たちのカードもだ。よくも可能性のない話をする。正しさなんてどこにもない。お前が一番よくわかっているはずだ。これは俺とお前のプライドの問題だ。
Yeah. Did he twist himself out of the scene?
No, he just took forever turning around.
Moshi. お仕事です。ハイカード全員に招集がかかりました。取り急ぎ恐縮ですが。
I'm sorry, was the name of the car agency High Card? Who's named High Card? I forgot.
The phone was Pinochet. High Card is the organization, the spy stuff.
I just don't remember them ever calling it High Card.
They did. I think we mocked it. High card is for when you don't have anything, by the way, for the viewers who haven't figured that card terminology out.
I very much appreciate that you thought I couldn't read what was written on the phone. Oh, Pinochet was calling them. Yes, I can read, thank you.
社長がなんでまた急に それだけ逼迫した状況かと
This
存じ
dude
ま
is
す。
obviously a disguise.
緊急事
I
態
don't
と
know what
申
the
し上
heck
げ
is
て過
going on
言
with
で
his
はない
face.
でしょう。ビジャ
Other
ンさん
old
ウェンデ
people
ィ
in the
さん
show
の
do
いる
not
シ
look
ル
like
フィウ
him.
ムへ。レオ様にはネビル自治区へ行っていただきます。こちらカードの所在は極秘情報。知られるわけにはいきません。特に彼らには。
クロンタイクか。
昨日のテロもほぼ間違いなく奴らのプレイヤーよね。
今は考えても仕方ありません。お二人にはこちらを。少し急がれた方が良いかと。
1時間後に発射じゃない。早く行かなきゃ。ビジャイ。
しかし、いつものお泊まりセットの用意がまだ。
そんなの
Maybe it
ない
is
か
a
ら。
him
レ
episode.
オ様は
大丈夫だ。任務は理解した。
ク
I
リ
can
スさんには
literally
フ
summon
ィ
a
ンさん
train.
とポロスティックへ行ってもらいます。発射時刻は本日最終便です。
フィンけどあいつは。
フィンさんは帰る場所を失い、深い悲しみに傷ついているでしょう。ですが、マイスイートホームは一つである必要はありません。
Literally, the owner didn't even want him to be there.
あなたたちはバディです。二人で一
I
つ。
saw you two holding hands for a long while a couple days ago.
You two are buddies. Buddy daddies, one might say.
Just segue into a completely different series.
フィンさん
Might as well. That show's actually getting high ratings versus this one.
帰る場所。
Next episode we do of this show turns out to be episode 10 of Buddy Daddies. No idea what's going on. What a jerk.
You know, dude, we saw the amount of money you were making last episode. You could actually get a better apartment.
One assumes he probably gave it to the orphanage, especially after he was half the cause of it burning down.
Right.
いいかいフィン。今日からここが君の家だ。
And it's especially hard to go
ご
from
両親は不運な事故に見舞われたけど、
look at all the money I'm going to
この
help you
サンフィール
with
ズが
to burning down the orphanage. Or rather,
To be fair, they also said, like in the summary, that they were gonna lose
僕
it.
にとってはずっ
Well,
So
I-
the fact it burned down just kind of
I
expedited
rather meant
that.
that scene right there. It's hard to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
from I wish you wouldn't come back to burning
Yeah.
down the orphanage.
生きてるかフィン。ほっといてくれ。お、生きてたな。バーナードのじいちゃんから連絡あっただろ。仕事だ。仕事仕事をする意味なんてない。いくら金を稼いだって。
No, you don't get it. You're working for a secret government agency. You're getting up, or you're not getting up ever again.
だから、もう、俺は。なあ、フィン。昔に何があったかなんて、そんなにでかい問題か
Most historians would say
ク
yes.
リスにわかるわけない。
Your orphanage burned down like a day ago. Get over it, says Chris.
本当の家族もいなくて、信じてたリンジーにも嘘。家族じゃなくたって、恋人とか友達とか、顔見知りってだけでもいい。誰かが近く
I
にい
feel
たら
like this scene is
そ
incredibly
れって二
not
人
earned.
ってことだろ
The music, the pacing, the emotion it's trying to
だからさ、
evoke.
フィン。俺にできるのは
I don't think this show has
たま
earned
に
any
こう
of
してそ
this.
ばにいてやることだけだ。それでお前は一人じゃなくなる。
I guess they do want to and have been building that these
俺
two
たちは
are
バ
in
ディなん
fact
て言うんだ。
buddies.
二人で一つ。
Now they just need to adopt a little girl. Or, ironically, kill their parents and then not tell the little girl
だよな。
that they killed their parent and just sort of pseudo adopt them, which is, yes,
俺
the
だけ
story of Buddy Daddies.
そんな風に
I'm pretending to be the parent that I
自
killed.
分を追い詰めると、
Oh, no,
そ
no,
の
it's
うち
more,
全部がどうでもよくなってバカみたいな
more
ことを
that
やら
they
かすかもしれない
explain where their
俺は
parents went.
フィン
Mhm.
We killed your parents.
Well,
We're
yeah,
abandoning you, by the way, anyway.
They went
So-
on vacation.
お前のせいじゃない。
It's literally they were abandoning the little girl anyway, and then they're two
今回の仕
assassins.
事は俺だけで
So
大
they
丈
just
夫だ。
kill the parents.
じゃあな。
I don't know about you, but hearing like the phrase like "it wasn't your fault" doesn't really normally change like my emotional position on things. It's like, well, no, duh, but I still feel upset about the way things turned out.
No, it's right up there with everything happens for a reason.
Oh god, no, that's even worse.
I think it's worse. I think it's equivalent.
That's implying something's supposed to happen. That like your building was supposed to burn down. It's just like, what do you mean?
No, that's just how you're reading into it.
That's true. Like that's my emotional feeling.
Everything happens for a reason. Doesn't imply something was supposed to happen. It just implies that someone caused it to happen. The reason, so to speak.
That's why the man's so big. He drinks his milk. He's got a whole quart of it right there.
Why did she go, ooh, like he pinched her butt? But she literally picked a piece of paper off of her back.
Maybe she's got a thing for things being swiped out of her hands. I don't know.
Wasn't in her hands, was on her back. By the way, if I'm ever gonna be in an anime or anything, I think my name is gonna have to be Reason. Just so I can use the line, everything happens for a reason. Every time I leave a scene or something, just remember, everything happens for a reason.
That's stupid and great. I love it. No, make it happen.
It's right up there with a character named Justin. Just in case.
Finn walks in like, nah, I was just hangry, you see. You gave me a chocolate bar, now I feel better.
It was literally a rip-off Snickers, so yeah, it's right up there with that commercial. Please let it be another teleporter.
It's gonna 100% be give you a hallucination of where you think you ought to be or something, and Finn's gonna go on an emotional journey.
Oh, right, sees his past, that whole thing.
Yeah.
And that's when he learns to overcome all of his mental issues because he has to overcome what he saw as a child.
What's more hilarious is that in Multiverse of Madness, they literally do that for like a 3-minute scene to do their exposition and have the characters get over it. It's
My parents were killed by giant bees.
So then I started a bee farm.
Now she runs across the multiverse. You remember her parents were literally killed by giant bees.
Wait, I must be remembering that wrong.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, right?
No, they were giant bees.
They were giant bees.
I think she was just scared of small bee.
Nope, giant bees. Just remember, everything is always a little bit more dumb than you remember it being.
That's the least helpful advice ever. Here, I'm gonna explain to you what things are about. What does that mean? Ah, you'll get it later.
Incorrect, Griff. The dumbest advice is don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Well, I know at this point that Chris would probably happily, like, jump off a cliff and, like, do a whole bunch of crazy dangerous things, so a lot of stuff is now on the table. Immediately stopped and assassinated. I'm having JoJo moments here. You don't walk in and say that you're gonna kill them, you just do it.
どこの親切な野郎が垂れ込んでくれたか知らねえが、ま、俺たちも随分人気者になったってことだ。クロンダイクファミリーの裏を囲うなんて100兆万年早いんだよ。
You're light years away from facing Brock.
やっぱりお前クロンダイクか。
てめえ誘導尋問したな。
お前が勝手に喋ったんだろ。
お前らが何しにこんなところまで来たかは知らねえけどよ。そんなことどうだっていい。カードだ、カードをよこせ。
I mean, maybe that would work on Finn, but I don't think you can threaten the regenerating dude to hold it over his guard.
Honestly, Chris could just walk forward. Alright, he's catching up to us.
俺の相棒がこの先の鉄橋で線路にどでかい岩を落とす。そうなりゃ列車が突っ込んで乗客ごとぐしゃぐしゃだ。いいか、ぐしゃぐしゃだぞ。
Well, maybe he's gonna do that anyway. It's even more reason for Red Guy not to give up his card.
You coulda just killed them. Or can your, like, metal extensions only go out, like, 3 feet, so you figured, like, you just scare them with them, because they can't reach.
Okay. 一つ聞いていい？アレックスのお友達くん？
なめてんのかこの俺は。ジャスパー・リベラをなめるなてめえ。本気で怒るぞ。
Oh, this guy is a complete idiot. He didn't drink his milk. He doesn't know what he's up to.
Well, I mean, you and I both know my characters have immortality. All I do is fuck with people. So.
You know.
Hey, this is dumb writing. Literally, the first thing you'd be like, oh, I'll just wrap myself up in a metal ball. I wouldn't, like, shout shit. You're right.
They already thought of a plan that would put themselves into mortal danger and immediately realized the flaw in that.
It's not a flaw. The dude controls metal. Make yourself a barrier. Hamster ball your way out of this shit.
That would be a cool use of the power, but I get the feeling this guy has not thought hard enough about it. We've already clarified he's an idiot. You are smarter than him. You know more about his power than he does.
That's what I'm saying. Literally, jump on the bed, use the bed mat, you know, as cushioning. You'll be fine.
I guess this is what they wanted to try setting it up for Chris to, like, play a game of chicken with his life where he knows that he's going to win and threaten and intimidate somebody else.
Because Chris can't die. Chris is fine.
Exactly. So they want to have that cool moment with Chris, so that's why everything has been engineered towards this. Honestly, there's no way, as Chris, that I would ever give up the card. It's like, hold up, you just threatened that you'd kill me and everyone else here. Why would I give up my chance to survive?
And not once has he ever stopped pointing the sword thing at the guy who can regenerate. And not the other guy.
So 2 things. First of all, this guy's power is powerful enough to do a whole lot more things. 2, he just gave up all of his advantages by having all the metal go away.
I mean, conceivably, he could also redirect the train. You know, bend the tracks out of the path of the thing.
And now he's really dead.
Yeah, I mean, the acceleration of the fall would probably turn the impact to unsurvivable levels of...
Hey, there you go.
Not
Actually,
quite.
wait, hold up, this is even worse.
Yeah, I would say, not quite. They're gonna jump.
Okay, never mind.
Sure, maybe.
いたな、クラブの子。
ジャスパー・リベラをなめるなよ。なめるんじゃねえ。てめえの好きにさせっかよ。
So, how unconscious is Finn right now? Let's see.
I guess
Oh, very.
The idea is that he took the card out. The card is sitting on the rock. Why would you take it out of your pocket?
Oh, hey, it's the person they were looking for. And it's over. Okay.
Yeah, it was a 12-year-old photo. I guess the idea is that Klondike's is full of people with super powerful cards and super intelligent. And then also these guys.
Yeah. These guys are the idiots who happen to synchronize with a random card, so suddenly they're escalated. That's it. Are they smart enough to be who they are? No.
Well, the dude basically has Magneto's powers. And that's all he can think to do with it.
gosh. It honestly makes me go, I wish I was writing about superheroes and could have them do smart intelligence things with their powers. Oh wait, I can do that.
Imagine being the Magneto of plastic.
That would be pretty cool. You'd be useless, like, out in the middle of the wilderness. But wait, no, you would have this perverse incentive to make the world worse because plastic is already in the rain. It's literally everywhere in microparticles now.
Yeah. Literally,
so you eat a tiny bit of plastic.
You eat a lot of plastic every day. So, literally, the same way Magneto controls, like, the iron in your blood, you would have
Full of Magneto
of
go, do you know how much plastic is in your blood right now?
But yeah, no, basically, yeah, you'd be Magneto with plastic, and everyone's filled as plastic, the same way Magneto was always like, how much iron is in your blood.
It would definitely be an interesting defensive power for sure, because plastic is, get this, plastic. It can deform very much. So anything going for you, it just deforms, takes the impact, and, you're fine.
And you can suffocate basically anybody.
What do you do with your power? I put plastic bags over everybody's heads.
Basically, I mean, you remember any,
it works, but it's silly.
Well, it's not even, doesn't have to be silly. I mean, imagine the coroner's report, because obviously you don't leave the plastic bag on their face.
Yeah, he suffocated, and there's no signs of anything else here.
Yeah, how'd they asphyxiate? Well, I have no signs of trauma. He just stopped breathing. And literally, that's shit you carry on. You know how many plastic bags you could fit in your pocket?
A whole lot, actually.
You wouldn't even have to. All that plastic that's in your body, all you do is, like, move it up to a carotid artery or something.
Yeah, plastic is pretty light. You could carry a reasonable lot of it. Get a backpack full of it. There you go.
And the fact, again, that everybody has it in their body. Imagine you need a lot of plastic, you didn't have any on you. For some reason. Just imagine ripping plastic out of 100 people's bodies. Killed 100 people.
You'd probably get like a couple
plastic.
grams per person.
So instantly steal everyone's credit cards.
Well, let's find out actually. Amount of plastic in people's bodies. How much plastic is in our bodies according to this? Less than 5 millimeters in length, nanoplastics, even smaller. That's length. What about volume? Dang it, silly science article. You didn't give me an actual volume metric. How dare you? Well, I'll never know.
Again, it's still enough to, like, move it all into, like, an artery or something. You'd get clogged. Which could be enough to kill somebody.
Oh, yeah, no. You could definitely make, like, a thin membrane or something.
Oh, very much. You could start doing force pinching, like, on people. I'm moving all the plastics to this one point, and now you've got no blood flow to your brain.
It's a fun power because it's something that's simultaneously weak and strong. Where it's strong because obviously having control of any matter at all, amazing. Specifically plastic, there are situations where you have less power and situations where you have more, and it's fun to, like, you could write a fun story about the differences of those situations when you get into them. Yeah, I like that. But there's one more important thing that we need to cover here, Theta. And you know what it is? Dog. They showed a dog at the end. There's going to be a big fluffy dog, and I need you to decide here. How long is it going to take before they pet the dog?
Well, my problem is apparently you're not frozen on the last image of the show, are you?
No, I'm not.
That dog looks like it's very much in pain. Like it's not long for this world.
It probably is a very old dog, given just looking at it. But how long before somebody gives it a pet?
Okay, I'm gonna play outside baseball on this one and say they're not.
They're not gonna pet the dog at all in the episode.
Nope.
All right, good bet to take. So I'm gonna go bet. Yeah, they will probably pet the dog during the episode.
So you're betting $1 is what you're saying.
I bet you $1 crisp bill.
No, I don't know what you're pulling. I guess you're playing Trading Places. I'm playing Price is Right. I bet 5,000 down. I think that
I bet
selection,
$4.99.
I think that selection is worth 5,000, and you come up and say $1.
Yeah. All right. So, I think though that's probably going to be it for High Car for the day, everybody. This has been Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin. That's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?